Hey y'all, Limbus FT here, and today it's time for yet another account update for Limbus Company. So, last time, where I left off...
활용해서 장부를 정리하는 것이 중요하지. 언젠가 나도 작은 누님만이 큰 누님까지 될 테니.
Typical Don, interrupting. Alright, where was I? Okay, so basically where I had left off was at the at the end of the little intermission C, which I was talking about, I believe. Yeah, C, I'm pretty sure. And I didn't do any updates once I actually started the evil defining, but I mean, obviously I'm caught up and ready for the next chapter. But I did want to do an update when I was doing part 1, but classwork and work were kind of getting in the way, so I was like, screw it. I finally found some free time to make this video, and I'm glad I did. The timing is like perfect on these update videos. So, like I predicted, like to begin with, of course there was a sinner who gets motion sick, Yi Sang. When I saw that, I was like, dang, okay, that's pretty sick. Obviously, it has to be like that, dude. So, when we were looking for like our contacts, we found out that they got bodied in the freaking seas, the lakes. You know, that was great and all. We went to the club, we learned about the middles, and somebody had pointed out to me, oh, I didn't mean to show my characters, my sinners yet, but in Ryoshu's default ego, she has like the middles in the background, like outside. So it seems like she's connected to a lot of factions, which is very interesting. Like, hey, invest in Ryoshu stock. It's just rising permanently. So we meet some freaking lady, a scuffed misfortune. We beat the brakes off her, but we spare her, which I do feel like will help us somewhere down the line someday. So we get ready to take off. We head on the lake. We learn about the rules, how they, you know, there's gonna be random crap going on. Ishmael was kind of losing her freaking mind, getting all aggressive with everyone, trying to kill everyone and everything. She was on a warpath pretty much, and she was just permanently seeing red. We had to deal with some pirates and stuff, and then once we started dealing with the waves, I was like, okay, I see what we're in for now. Like, we got mermaids and all these crazy looking things. When you get swallowed by the whale, you get kind of morphed into a mermaid, and it's not pretty. So, you know, the stakes were already high, but they got even higher when we learned that, yo, if you get turned into a mermaid, you're just not coming back. It's not as simple as, oh, your head got exploded and you died, rewind the clock. It's like, no, you are still alive, kinda, but you're just not you anymore. It's over. You can't heal that. I was like, oh, crap. So poor Ishmael, you know, she's explaining her story about how her captain was a psycho who led all her men, or his or her, I don't really remember. I kind of missed it. The captain led their crew to like pretty much their deaths, and really only cared about killing that whale. Didn't even care about them, obviously. And we saw the flashback, and dude, I'm telling you, poor Ishmael, she needs like head pats or something. Like, she's going off the deep end. But yeah, let's see. We get to the L Corp branch in U Corp, and I'm not gonna say I didn't think it. I know I'm sure everyone else is thinking it too. I thought it too. I know that freaking branch got absolutely coated. That's all I'll say. But I think let's see. We were learning about how it kind of like transforms you. The golden bow kind of stops the transformation somewhat. It kind of halts it in a way. It's very weird. And right before we were getting ready to leave, we met some very weird dude. I forgot his name, but he had like a fishbowl head, and he seemed like kind of a late game player with like Damien, like one of those characters. But right when we were told that the bow was not here anymore, it was swallowed by the whale, we have to go track the whale down. Yeah, we got attacked. the middles, they came. This is initially I was here sitting here thinking, oh crap, the lady we spared told them, and now you know they're here. But no, they came, and keep in mind this is a big brother. And when this dude entered the field, all the sinners were like, well, the sinners who know what's up, they were like, no, we're dead. This is it. Even Ryoshi was like, I wish I could have got like a freaking luxury sig or something. This is over. We're screwed. And I'm like, dude, Jesus. So the big brother pulls up, and I'm like, okay, well, he's here to avenge his crewmates. No, he comes here because he's talking about some luxury. Freaking Ricardo is his name. Ricardo comes here because Heathcliff stole his coupons. I was like, yo, Heathcliff stole bro's coupons. What? That is so stupid. Why is Heathcliff so stupid? Dude, that's insane, because normally it's consistently Don Quixote is the one who gets us into these situations where we get absolutely bodied, but it was Heathcliff this time. I was fully expecting Don to just run in and try to be a freaking shonen protagonist and get us killed, but it was Heathcliff. So we fight the dude. Obviously I went in blind for the first time. I brought in my W Corp team, which is pretty scuffed still. I learned very fast. Do not bring characters that are not resistant to blunt. My W Ryoshu exploded on the first turn. We got wiped out on the first wave. I just chose to surrender. I was like, okay, I need to change my team comp. I go on the second time. I made it to the second wave and then got bodied. And then, well, the third time, I was using, I think I actually used like a legitimate team comp, but that didn't work either, because by the third time I understood his mechanics, which was once he gets that evade coin up, ready to go, gotta dogpile him, rush him down, stagger him. So I realized that, and I wasn't able to do it. I was getting outsped. I couldn't actually even hit him. He was evading everything. So that was a problem. So then this is where I can talk about my sinners now. God, Don, please, Don, shut up, please. So, right after the video that I recorded my last update, the banner came out for the middle little sister Don and middle little brother Mersault. I believe I did 2 rolls. Where is it? So I did. I had saved my free ticket that I got for the anniversary, and I used it on this, and I got little brother Mersault on that pull. I was like, perfect. Then I did a 10 roll, got nothing. I was like, oh crap, here we go. I did another 10 roll, got nothing. I was like, oh no, here we go. I did another 10 roll, and then I got middle sister Don. I was like, yes! So we got both of them. What are these other rolls actually? Oh, these are standard extraction. So yeah, I was able to get both the banner characters. So that was great. Here's my team now. So what I did was all these like upgrades really were because of the middle big brother, and basically I took my reindeer Ishmael to level 40 up tie 4 finally. I'd been stalling on that for so long, but I finally did it. The difference is night and day, just like with Arcorp Mersault, night and day. Mersault was holding his charges way better. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Ishmael gains way more charge. The Mind Whip is more consistent. I love it. Very, very good. She hits hard. I took my Rodian up to level 40. Oh, I finally pulled my first Yi Sang. Literally, after I finished catching up, it took me getting to Canto V Part 2 to pull my first Yiseng ID. Absolutely insane. But yeah, with the middle little sister Dawn, I just ended up taking her to level 40, up type 4. Listen, I like her. I think she's very fun to use. I literally do not know what she does, if I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie, like, middle little sister Dawn and Dicey, I guess that's how you pronounce it, South Section 4 Rodion, I literally don't know what they do. The discard mechanic, I really don't understand it. I just know if I get, the more insight I get, the more damage I do. So I punch. We punch, we punch, we punch. Unga boonga, we punch everything extremely hard. And little sis Dawn punches extremely hard. I like it. So we were still getting bodied though. And what I chose to do was I just ran the boss fight with my Reindeer Ishmael, and then I picked up a support Sinclair. I went with Enclair, and wow, that duo was strong, like really strong. So I literally didn't struggle at all. I think they only took damage maybe for 2 turns, just because I was trying to, you know, build up the amount of moves we could do. But once I ramped up, and it was like an almost instant ramp up, it was done. The damage was insane, dude. And I literally bursted Ricardo down. Like it wasn't even fair. At one point, my the Enclair, he had ego corruption, and he fired off like 3, I think it was Fey Lanterns back to back to back, and that was it. Like, it was just that simple. I was like, okay, dang, I'll definitely keep that in mind next time I fight a mini boss that's you know, who's tough like that. I definitely think I'll be trying to do more like levels with just maybe 1 or 2 sinners, because that was actually pretty fun. I got to see the upper limits of both Enclair and Reindeer Ishmael. I really enjoyed that. Other than that, there weren't too many updates with my roster. I did get Kurokuma Clan Ryoshu, which is an ID that I definitely wanted since I started the game. I enjoy using her, but the level is pretty low. I just took her up to tie 3, so if I take her into Mirror Dungeon, you know, it'll just crank her up to level 35 or whatever, 30 or whatever. So that's cool. No updates with Gregor. No updates with Heathcliff. I definitely want Rabbit Heathcliff though. No updates with Sinclair. No updates with Otis. For my next Uptype 4, I can't really decide. I want to save up to get my own Enclair or Rabbit Heathcliff, and then I want to uptie for them. But I also am saving up so I can get Fluid Sac for Faust, so I can do hard mode and railway of the you know, the longer, harder forms of content, because I have no healing. I have no healing, and it's rough. But yeah, that's all for my roster. I wanted to take up my W Dawn up tie 4, but I'll just be using little sis Dawn for now. But yeah, for the story though, I am enjoying it a lot. I think seeing Ishmael kind of progressively get more and more insane, and we see that like how her captain has completely rubbed off on her. She's kind of going down that route, and also learning that she doesn't even care about killing the whale, which is what I thought she wanted to do the whole time. She wants to kill her captain. So I think obviously the captain's gonna be alive. We just went into the whale. I think somehow the captain's gonna be inside the whale. It's gonna be like a Moby Dick situation, and you know, whatever's left of her captain, I don't think the captain's really gonna be human anymore. I think it might end up being like a freaking Cromer situation, a monster now, because you know, the whole mermaid situation. I think it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be fighting inside the whale now. I think we're gonna end up like getting to its heart or some crap, fighting up in there. It's gonna be something sick, like out of a cartoon. But let's see what else. Oh my god. The interactions though between the sinners in this chapter has been really, really good. I like it a lot. Like Otis and Ishmael kind of being at each other's throats for a bit around the start, because you know Otis was like kind of heavily underestimating the lakes, while Ishmael's out here having a panic attack. Like, yo, I know how this crap operates. We're screwed. Take it seriously. Heathcliff. I think Heathcliff's interactions with Ishmael is the best though, 100%, because even though he's a moron, I mean he's a himbo, right? He acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. And unironically, he is literally like the big brother. He really is. So I'll say now, I would love to see Heathcliff get a middle big brother identity. Like just like the one that Ricardo has. I want him in that fit. I want him with the chains. He needs the big brother ID. It'll happen. Project Moon, make it happen. I need that. That's awesome. Because listen, Heathcliff is already cool enough. But if we get a Heathcliff who's out here boxing, punch, ooh, ooh, oh yeah, that's gonna be sick. But and then even Rhodia, who is more like the big sister to Ishmael, who's trying to like calm her down like midway through, after we saved Homeboy. I forgot his name. But yeah, the interactions have been interesting. But back to the story. After I beat Ricardo, you know, we saw again he was beating the brakes off the sinners. He was killing everybody repeatedly. Even I was worried. I was like, dang, Faust is out here saying, you know, you gotta self-destruct. Never seen Faust like that before. It was definitely kind of sad, but we got saved. Old man chucked a freaking spear at Ricardo and took his arm off. And we learned that he is the Indigo Elder. He is a colored fixer. And for some reason in my brain, because my brain just doesn't work, or also because I literally didn't read his story, I didn't realize that Virgil is also a colored fixer. I guess the red part never registered to me. I just thought it was because his eyes are red. But I guess he's a colored fixer. So he's like, yeah, I'll help you. Because Virgil is not participating. So he said, you know, if both of us colored fixtures participated in this hunt, one of us would die, but the whale would die as well. And he was like, it wouldn't be my hunt anymore. So if Virgil said he was going, the Indigo Elder would have rejected. So I definitely think the Indigo Elder will probably end up dying in this arc. Like, I think he will. Because there's always got to be a death. Any type of supporting character in this game, in any Kanto, is a death sentence. We know that. When that guy we saved from the freaking shipping containers said he wanted to tag along with us, I was like, God, no. God, no. And I'm glad that they said no, because they know that's a death sentence. What the heck is he gonna do? Bro, if he tagged along, he would have been dead so fast, dude. So fast. Like, I don't even think he would have made it to the U-Corp, the branch. I think he would have died before then, probably on the cruise ship, which the cruise ship was really creepy, by the way. Not gonna lie. The artwork is fantastic so far. But yeah, Indigo Elder, like, yeah, I'll help you. Don's out here fangirling, like, oh my god, 2 colored fixtures, this is awesome. And I'm like, dude, I know for a fact, freaking Virgil, listening to this girl fangirl over another fixture, like another colored fixture, he just wants to freaking smash her head and be like, shut up, Jesus, Don, you crackhead. So, we head out. We learn that all these like rocks or whatever are like whales or something. I think it's like a graveyard somewhat. Or no, not a graveyard. Kind of, maybe. But the Indigo Elder draws all the whales away as with bait, and it's time to jump the big boy. We go in front of the whale's eye, and then it opens its eye. We see how massive it is. It's very scary. Ishmael's like, oh, gonna split the seas with your rose men.
대답해! 노잡은 놈들!
그래!
목표는 저 흰 것이다! 총력으로! 노잡이! 더 빨리!
I'm like, oh dang, yo, Ishmael really is like her captain now. But yeah, we head into the mouth of the whale and we are going to be fighting. I think the stages are going to be really cool. I'm super stoked. So far, I think this Kanto is definitely living up to be my favorite so far. I still am personally just putting Sinclair's above it, just for now, just because of the fight with Cromer. I think the song that they played for Cromer was god tier, and I want to see, or not see, I want to hear the song that they pick for the final fight. Now, I believe in 6 hours the next batch drops, and I think it's the final batch, maybe? I think so. I think it's the final batch. Because what, we have 36? 36. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be the final batch. But one thing that I mentioned during Canto 4, The Unchanging, since that was when I finally, like when I first caught up, and I had to binge all 54 or 55 of the missions, the episodes, it was a little rough. It was a little rough. My ADHD was acting up. And there were definitely points where I was getting distracted or I was getting annoyed and I just wanted to skip and just get through with it. Especially the flashback arc here. I was getting a little annoyed, but you know, it's a great story. Yi Seng's story is fantastic. I love his character progression. I still love Sinclair's more, and obviously his is far from being over. Like, come on, obviously. It was a very short one too. Same with Rhodia. Hers is not close to being done. Maybe Gregor's still has more. I think so. But yeah, Gregor, Rhodia, and Sinclair obviously have more to come down the line, especially Sinclair. Meanwhile, Canto 4 with Yi Seng and Canto 5 with Ishmael are going to be like full stories. Like, I could imagine, you know, Yi Seng's probably not going to get a follow-up anymore. Obviously, the things that he's been a part of and the people he knows is going to be important down the line, but, you know, we're done with his arc. And I think the same is going to be the case for Ishmael when she ends up killing her captain. So I think that's really cool. I think I still am most excited to see what's up with Ryoshu. Yeah, and I can see the middle right here, the middle finger. So these are very interesting. Ryoshu, and honestly, I'm starting to get more interested in Mersault. Because I'm starting to remember now, he was a part of N-Corp. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get his fairly soon, honestly. I'd be cool with his. I definitely think a late game Sinners Kantos is definitely gonna be Faust. They're definitely gonna say Faust. Faust is really interesting because this is Mephisto's, right? Oh, I didn't even realize I could zoom into these. What the heck? This is the gotcha thing. Faust is definitely gonna be an end game Kanto, and then maybe Don too. Best crackhead. I have no clue what the heck is happening here, dog. I see people impaled. I just don't know, man. I literally do not know. Absolutely insane. But yeah. Also, one thing that I've been thinking about more and more is the significance of the sinner numbers. Is there a significance in like the order that they've been recruited? I wonder, because they've always put heavy emphasis on like the sinner numbers and all that, and I think it's very interesting. What else? Do I have anything else to say? Please shut up, Don. Once I caught up, I started leveling a lot more characters. I think Project Moon has done really well with the economy for the game, especially the ID training tickets. I think having the level 4 tickets, the EXP Luxcavation, fantastic. I have no complaints about this right now. You know, do a couple levels and I can pretty much max out my sinners that I need. I think that's really cool. I've been getting a lot of the starter buffs down now. I believe last video I didn't even have a starter buff, or maybe just one. Someone in my Discord told me that I should take the top right, which I only heard once I had already taken 3 in the bottom right. So it is what it is. Too late. I think I'm gonna do a couple more normal runs, and then once I get grazing attack, I'm gonna give an attempt for hard mode. I've always wanted to try it. And then line 2 of Railway. I was giving it a test to see how it works, and I kind of messed up and only did 1 cycle, but I did complete it and beat the boss. It was very interesting. Yeah, it was very interesting. It was very fun too. The first fight was definitely the hardest, obviously. The wolf was easy. I was just hitting best or whatever. I was just running it basically in auto mode. And then the robot machine thing, I was just autoing. No big deal. It was fun. I liked it. I definitely need fluid sac though on Faust so I can get healing, because it's so painful, dude. But yeah, this has been really fun so far. I'll probably do an update once I complete the, well, I will do an update once I complete the end of Canto V. I believe it comes out today, so that's very exciting. The changes that they made to the Battle Pass 2 is interesting. I'm not nearly as far in it as I wish I could be, but I think I've been clearing a good amount of it. Also, the Ishmael thing here is just an ego, not an ID. I don't know why I was calling it ID earlier when I was reacting to the trailer. Kind of dumb of me, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, just a small quick update. Here's my levels. I'm getting more friend requests, which is awesome. 24 out of 200. We can still go further. So yeah, feel free to add me if you want. This game is really good. I'm loving it a lot. I'm progressing further in Library of Ruina. Yeah, I think that's about it, y'all. Yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in. I'm really excited for future Cantos. I'm loving this Canto a lot. Ishmael needs head patch. She needs a hug, honestly. Heathcliff, come on, man. This is your job. This is your job, Heathcliff. It's time to carry. Just like how he comforts Sinclair and Crackhead Don. It's up to you, bro. But yeah, take it easy, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next update video.